Happy the group's feeling pretty good at the moment, pretty buoyant heading into this one?
Yeah, definitely. I think when we play pretty well like we did yesterday, everyone's pretty confident with how we're tracking, and we feel that if we play that like we did yesterday against Collingwood, that we'll be able to beat most teams. So I think everyone's pulled up pretty well. Obviously, probably with the exception of Bo, everyone's feeling pretty good and ready to go for Saturday night.
How is Bo, and I suppose as a group, how much do you feel for him?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's sort of happened and what the verdict is. But obviously, if he wasn't a player, definitely be a massive loss. He's played so well this year. Obviously in the squad for the All-Australian. He's been superb. Leads by example, and he's a great guy around the club. And it would obviously be a massive loss. But we're confident with the guys that can step up. Jacob Brennan's played very well as a sub the last couple of weeks, and whether they choose to bring him in and play a full game or someone else, I know they'll stand up and do the job.
And Matty Rose potentially coming back, that's obviously a big boost for the midfield.
Yeah, I think Matty will be available. Obviously, he's been great all year, and obviously we've missed him the last few weeks. But he offers so much to the team, and just another one to go into the midfield mix that performed really well yesterday.
Obviously, both Wingman, you're on one side of the ground, he's on the other. What's it like? Have you got a relationship together despite being 50 metres away from each other when you're lining up? What's it like being the two Wingmans of the team?
Yeah, we obviously share a lot during the week of tactics to use, and we give each other opinions on things, and I guess we don't spend too much time very close to each other during the game. We're both on different sides, but obviously with Embley back, he's obviously spending a lot of time on the wing as well. So the three of us sort of rotate through there, and we all get on very well. And there's so many other guys that can go through the wing. You've got Chris Maston and Luke Shuey as well that all go through there. So it's good to have a lot of guys playing different roles, and definitely a big asset for not only this final series but years to come.
Mix-wise, are you both doing the same sort of roles on different sides of the grounds, or are you both doing something specific for the team that allows, once he's back in, that you can both gel?
We're both doing pretty similar things, really. Obviously, we've both got different strengths, and both do other things probably better than others and stuff like that. But we play a similar role and like to use our strengths and take the gum on and run and carry and hopefully deliver it to the forward line. But it'll be great this week when he's back.
Was he helping you out while he was injured?
Yeah, he gives me a few tips every now and then, and gives me some advice of things to do and probably things not to do. So he's been great, especially last year as well when I was young and played a few games towards the end of the season. He definitely gave me some good advice, and was able to take that on board sort of towards the latter stages of last year and then for this year.
Andrew, who did you support as a kid?
Both the D's.
So you would have grown up hating Collingwood, eh?
Yeah, obviously the Queen's birthday was a massive rivalry back in the day.
What's it like, the feeling of playing Collingwood at the MCG in the final for you?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play last year when we played that first final, and I hadn't played a game in the G before that game, so it was all a bit of a blur for me. But obviously you can tell the Collingwood supporters are a lot louder than most of their teams, especially with about 8,000 there. So, we learnt a lot from how well we played early in the year. It's only lose by 3 points, and we feel like we've improved. We've improved since then. We obviously beat Collingwood a few weeks ago over here, but that means nothing really on Saturday night. It's a different ground and everything. Collingwood are playing some good football now, but we're very confident how we're going to go. But Collingwood are also and are always a big challenge.
Speaking of the fans, mate, there's probably a few Eagles fans umming and ahhing about whether to fork out $1,000. What would your message be to the ones that are undecided about going? You'd obviously like to see them.
Oh, definitely. I know it inspires all the boys when we run out before the game and notice that there's a lot of Eagles supporters cheering and everything. And they're all great supporters, and I'm sure there'll be a lot there because we're playing some good football, and our best football is capable of beating anyone. So, and hopefully we can bring that on Saturday night.
How does the confidence compare, particularly in the younger guys in the group, going into this final now compared to 12 months ago?
I think it's definitely improved. Obviously, I think sort of last year we were very young, and we had, not that we didn't have anything to lose, but a lot of us were very young, and you sort of think back and you don't realise how close we were to playing a grand final last year. And I think we will definitely take a lot on board from last year's final series and sort of how far we've improved as a club, and we'll definitely take that. We've definitely taken it on board for this year's final series.
The experience of playing the Collingwood midfield, they do tend to go head to head. Would you expect that to be the same again this time?
I would have thought so. Yeah, I think they did that a few weeks ago. They've also got a lot of quality guys, Beams, Swan and Pendlebury, that are playing very well. And we've got obviously a lot of guys playing well as well. So we might decide to go with someone, they might decide to go with a certain player, but I'm expecting it'll be pretty similar to the 2 times we've played each other this year.
Of those three, who do you think are the most dangerous?
I think Beams has been a standout this year. I think not only is he getting his 30-odd touches, but he's kicking a lot of goals. So I would have kicked about 30 goals this year, I think. So he's one player that we've got to keep an eye on. But obviously if we focus too hard on him, then obviously you've got Pendlebury and Swan, who can obviously cause havoc like they have several times in their career. So, but we're confident in our ability. We've got a lot of senior guys playing well and a lot of young guys keen to impress them in September. So, I mean, we're very confident with how we're going at the moment as a club.
And Swan obviously tends to get a lot of it. Sometimes he doesn't hurt you that much, but I mean, just by the amount of ball that he wins, he can do some pretty.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he uses the ball pretty well, and he runs very hard. So you'd definitely rather him have 15 touches as opposed to 30 any day. So we've got to be careful of all of them.
You mentioned being a Melbourne fan. Was the G at home, away from home when you were growing up? Was that where you always used to go to watch your games?
The G? Yeah, I was there pretty much every week, I reckon, with the family. Obviously a few games against Collingwood. I don't think we went too well against Collingwood back in the day. But, I mean, I used to go there every week, and I used to love going there as a kid. And, I mean, I've been not sure how many times I've been there, numerous. But I used to love going as a kid, and obviously the days aren't going too well at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be up there soon.
Where do you sit when you're watching games?
Ooh, just in the general admission, I think, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I was just going to say then, the experience of, obviously you did it last year, but do you still pinch yourself a bit when you think I'm going to be playing a final on the MCG where you went as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, it's sort of hard to believe that even last year we were so close to playing in a grand final in my first year, and you sort of don't have really much time to think about it, sort of how special it was and how close we really were. So we want to try and, you obviously want to get to and win a grand final, but obviously it means a lot more playing as a kid, playing in the state that you grew up in, and where all your family is, and you know that they'll be at the game cheering, and it'll mean a lot, obviously, to play in the grand final there one day.
Just finally, Andrew, you started on the bench yesterday, which normally you started on the ground. Was that sort of a tactical point?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really mean too much these days, staying on the bench. It might have been a tactical ploy, but I mean, you're on after 2 minutes anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really mean a lot, really.